Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Fleetwood Mac. Let's see what year. 1987. I bet you can look that up for me. Like and subscribe. Oh, I forgot to do my little. I made this. Let's see. Like and subscribe. Wait a minute. Like, subscribe, share. But you know what I should have done? I added it, but I should have spelled share as in, share. Share. Okay, enough of that foolishness. We need to talk shop. I need to be quiet. I'm in the library. I'm in the Muskogee Land Library. It's not scary right now, but as time goes on, it will get more frightening as the day proceeds. But, where's there to go? I can just imagine the library, the downtown library in Oklahoma City, is 10 times worse, probably. In fact, yesterday, there was I guess, homeless woman that was probably smoking crack in the ladies' restroom, and the woman that worked here, librarian, had to go in there and tell her to leave. So this lady starts cussing at her, and I'm waiting for the elevator, right? And she had this man with her that worked here too, and she just turned around and said, "Call the police." So he took off, I guess, to call the cops. So I'm thinking, well, I need to stand here and make sure this lady's safe. She's probably, I'm guessing, early 60s, 65 maybe. So the lady, the drug addict, finally comes out, and they exchange words, and this lady throws like a cup of water at the librarian. I mean, seriously? You're gonna seriously, in Muskogee Land, you're gonna beat up the 65-year-old librarian. I mean, come on. Who does that? Probably a drug addict. So Miss Librarian said, "Well, that's assault." I almost laughed, but I didn't laugh. I was very demure. I'm a demure kind of girl. Anyway, I know what I was going to talk about. So I'm on this kick about watching these people on YouTube that are living in their car, living in a van, whatever it is. Let's just call it alternative living. And once again, this woman, it's just hard to tell her age. I'm going to just say 60. None of this made any sense. She tried to say that her house burned down. She was in a rural area. Her house burned down. And she was unclear. All of it was obvious she was making it up as she went along. It didn't make any sense. First, she said that the cat was still in the house with the kittens. And smoke was billowing up. Okay, and then she exited the house. She was on the front porch, and the cat was still in there with the kittens, and then somehow she fell down and crawled. And I'm guessing this was within a minute or two. I don't know. None of this makes any sense. And the fire truck showed up, and I guess they put out the fire. But what doesn't make any sense? She showed pictures. She was saying that she was living on the property in her SUV with the burned out house, and that didn't make any sense. And she didn't have any insurance. That didn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. So what happened next? Her dog. She had little dogs or something. Well, they were in a kennel, like 30 feet away. And she opened the door to the kennel. Well, the dogs wouldn't come out or something. None of this makes any sense. So she finally showed real quick picture, and that's what kind of clued me that it was fake, of the burned up house. And it was completely gutted. The property looked like what happened. She found this property. It wasn't her property, but the house was already burned down. And she was just staying there on the property, and then she said it was her property, and it wasn't. And none of it makes any sense. And what happened next? And then she said, I'm guessing the location kept changing. First she said she was in Alabama, and then it switched to Tennessee, and it was inconsistency after inconsistency. I can't say that word, kids. Children of the Corn, I can't say that word. But it didn't make any sense. And I'm so good at, my mind has healed so much. And what's funny is I can catch stuff. I can catch people in lies, very tiny lies that normally I wouldn't have picked up on. But now I can just overhear a conversation, and within seconds, they're lying. They're making it up. Something. A lot of people on YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it's 75%. Either they're embellishing or they're flat out lying about what they're doing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to figure it out, you would have to follow them around all day, all night, to find out, are they really sleeping in their van? Are they, now people like Anna and, who's her, Maddie. Now I believe them. They're camping in Colorado. You can tell. You can tell if they're lying or not. What was this other guy I watched? This one didn't make any sense either. Apparently he's a very popular YouTuber, and he has I don't know, 1 million subscribers. But I'm guessing this was last November. His wife, and they weren't very old, I'm guessing they're in their early 40s. Well, she just dies. There's no explanation, there's no cause. So she passes away. And of course there's all this talk, oh, I'm so sorry about your wife, blah, 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 blah. And if that happened, I am sorry. But what made it suspicious is a year later, his mother passes away. And then a year after that, his best friend that I guess he was helping him with the show, he dies. I don't know, kids. Children of the Corn. Do you see a pattern for me? I'm just saying. Rule of thumb in this world with AI and all the tomfoolery going on, you have to physically see it in reality. Hear it, see it, feel it. If you can't do that, there's no way to be sure if it's fake or not. I could be AI. How would you know? Anyway, I need to get off here. I'm working on my look what I have. I got all my colors today. So I got to work on my colors. The colors coming through. Let me think of something. So, that's a good one. So keep your wigs on straight. And don't throw anyone under the bus unless you torch the little house you live in just to get views on YouTube. Bye-bye.